The Mother 3 fan translation. This is a free, unofficial translation made entirely by dedicated Mother/Earthbound fans. Please support this series by purchasing official merchandise, including the official translation if one is ever released. This is English version 1.1, made by the translation team at mother3.fabi.net. Welcome back to more Let's Play Mother 3. Last time, we made it to New Pork City, and more or less just explored. We got to see plenty of old friends and faces, bought some new items, and now we're going to venture into the theater and find that stink bug. So, should you wish to find the stink bug, I believe you need to check these seats up here. This area stinks. I believe you want to keep checking them. Oh, this area really stinks. Oh. Well, there's a stink bug. Get him, Boney. Right. That area led to the sewer. And, in and away he goes. So, for the moment, you don't have Boney with you. Not that there's any battles, but you might be a little confused as to where he went. Evidently, we know he went into the sewer, but how do you get there? Well, if you remember in the arcade, the guy mentioned that things kinda stunk. So, let's give him a talk. Hey there. I've been hearing a dog whimpering for a while. I think it's somewhere right below us. I can't go check it out, though. The reason being that I'm afraid of dogs. Seriously, their noses are wet, they wag their tails, they lick people's faces. Ugh, I totally can't handle that. So could, you go look for the dog instead? Sure. Really? You must like dogs, then. So you'll go look for me? Okay, I'll open this heavy cover. I'm putting myself at major risk, though. Okay, I'll open this sewer entrance for you. Here goes nothing. Huh. Alright. So yeah, this guy had the entrance to the sewer right next to him the whole time. Well, down we go. Sounds like Boney's down here somewhere, and yeesh, look at this place. That's Boney's barking. He must be nearby. Wouldn't you know it, we have some new enemies. Here we have metal attack roaches. Yeesh. Now, the only huge downside to not having Boney here is, we can't identify them. Still, we have a new technique with Kumatora to show off. PK Starstorm. So let's do it. Ooh. Careful for those combo attacks. They can rack up a lot of damage quickly. Kumatora tried PK Starstorm. Boom! 785 and 668 damage. PK Starstorm is really good. Plus, 4,532 experience points. These guys are pretty phenomenal for it. So frankly, if you need to farm up, one PK Starstorm and you're good to go. Otherwise, we have some more new enemies. Putrid Moldy Man. These guys are honestly kind of hilarious looking. Seeing as Kumatora showed off her new technique, let's show off PK Love Omega with Lucas. Give him a chance in the spotlight, shall we? Ow. Come on, baby. There's Lucas's speed really showing up to bite us in the butt. Putrid Moldy Man coughed up a terrible odor. Ooh, good dodge. I believe that makes you feel sick. Anyways, check this out. Boom! 851, 751, 839. PK Love Omega is a bomb of damage. And these guys give 8,718 experience points. Pretty awesome. So yeah, enemies here really are no slouch for giving you stuff. Huh? There's a trash can here. Look inside it? Sure. Ta-da! Inside the trash can, there was a saltwater gun. Cool. Uh-oh. Surprise putrid moldy man. I want to say these guys are weak to something kind of weird. I think it's fire? I might be wrong, though. So maybe don't take my word for it. Still, they're not all that bad. Worth a fair bit of experience, though. 3,226. Speaking of, Duster gains a level and is now level 59. HP went up by 7, offense went up by 1, defense went up by 3, IQ went up by 2, speed went up by 2. Very nice. And in here, ta-da! Inside the trash can there was some magic pudding. Very nice. We'll put that to use. And right here, there's a hot spring. I don't know who decided to put a hot spring in the bottom of a sewer, but frankly, we appreciate this. So, thanks whoever decided to do that. Still, let's see if we can find Boney. Uh-oh. And from beating those roaches, Lucas gained a level and is now level 60. HP went up by 2, PP went up by 4, offense went up by 2, speed went up by 3. Very nice. Very nice indeed. So otherwise, yeah, we... Uh-oh. Yeesh, I tell you, sometimes these ladders are kind of hard to get past. Also, hi, Mole Cricket.
We may be tiny, but we're still living beings. We eke out our lives as mole crickets. We mole crickets have finally started to make forays into the big city. The roots of our business are beginning to take hold throughout all corners of the globe. We have all sorts of wonderful goods that we found lying on stocked up on. Would you like to take a look?
We sure would. So this Mole Cricket has, a very basic array of items. Nothing admittedly all that great.
Fulfilling the customer's needs is what business is all about. Twinkle.
So, at least he tried. Up here, seems like these are the apartments. The door won't open, and there's no one inside. Door won't open. There's no one inside. Door won't open. There's no one inside. Whoa. Pulling this rope would probably be extremely dangerous. It certainly looks like it. Still, hi there, Mr. Save Frog.
Do you need something?
We sure do.
You need to save your game, or perhaps transfer DP?
First, we're going to transfer our DP back, because frankly, we aren't really going to need it. Otherwise, we're going to save our game. Thank you, Mr. Save Frog. We appreciate you more than you know.
Please be careful out there. Give Merrick Arch the next frog you meet.
We certainly will. And it looks like we've found Leader amidst this trashed place. It's kind of sad. Door won't open. There's no one inside. Door won't open. There's no one inside. Door won't open. There's no one inside. So yeah, other than him, this place is totally abandoned. Hey, Boney. Woof woof. I chased after a strange smelling bug and somehow wound up here. And Boney rejoins your party. So yeah, that little segment is kind of the only time you don't have everybody from chapter 7 onward. Kinda strange, but oh well. Woof! But never mind that. Look what's in this next room. Saw, buddy. It's Leader. Hey there. Yes, it's me, Leader, the bell ringer. It must be a real shock to hear me speaking for once. It wasn't that I couldn't talk all this time, I simply chose not to. As I rang that crossroad bell, deep inside my heart, I had decided I would speak to no one. But the secrets I've been guarding are now starting to leak out. Lucas, the time has come to tell you everything. What I'm about to tell you, you might not want to know. Even so, you absolutely must hear it. It will be a long story, but please listen to it all. Well, given who you are and how you've lived, what I have to say will tear at your hearts. There's just so much to tell, so I've decided to have the stink bug trembling behind me memorize everything I say. Ready, Mr. Stinkbug?
Aw, what a pal.
Long ago, there existed a world different from what the people on these islands think of. This world was incredibly big. More people lived on this world than there are grains of sand on these nowhere islands. I know it may be hard to imagine, but such a world once existed. Understand? I do. At some point, the world wound up destroyed. Naturally, it was humans who destroyed it. At the back of their minds, everyone had an inkling that it would happen at some point. Then it really did happen. So, the world is no more. Everything so far has been about the end of the world. Did you understand all of it? We did. Just before the end of the world, a white ship came to these islands. On it were all the people of Tasmili village. Yes, aboard the white ship were those few who had managed to escape the world. The people on the ship still went by their names from the previous world. This white ship plan had been set in place before the world was destroyed. And, although they're part of the world, these nowhere islands are a special place. They were the one place that would remain, even if the world was lost. One and only place where people could survive. So the white ship arrived at these islands. Everything so far has been about the white ship. Did you understand all of it?
More or less, yes.
Have you committed everything so far to memory, Mr. Stinkbug?
What a good guy.
The reason these islands are special is because they harbor a giant dragon nearly as large as the islands themselves. Long, long ago, people lived together with the dragon. However, at some point in time, the people and the dragon could no longer coexist. So using the 7 needles, the dragon was placed into a long, long sleep by the ancestors of the Mad Gypsy people who have lived here since ancient times. Ever since, the Mad Gypsies have guarded the needles in an effort to prevent the dragon from being woken until its power is truly needed. Thus, until the time of its awakening, the dragon continued to sleep as the power of the earth itself. So, because of the tremendous energy of the dragon hidden deep below, these islands were protected from the end of the world. Everything so far has been about the dragon and the Mad Gypsies. You understand all of it?
I suppose so.
Those who came here aboard the white ship feared another end of the world more than anything else. They felt that the world's destruction was a direct result of the way they had lived. The people of the white ship discussed things at great length, shared their wisdom, and spoke with grave seriousness. Then they arrived at their conclusion. They decided to completely erase everyone's memories of the previous world, start their lives over with new rules and new roles. Yes, in short, everyone would play out the ideal story they had come up with. That is what happened. The people would restart their lives in a simple, peaceful village, the kind of place they wished they had grown up in. Would erase their memory of everything, the world, their belongings, their rules. And they would begin their new lives. Everyone's old memories would be reset and replaced with their newly created story. Thus, the village of Tasmili came to be. However, it was necessary to record the fact that the memory replacement had taken place. The hummingbird egg was the device used to store the memories of the white ship people. Wes and his son Duster, both playing the role of thieves, were set to take action should a dangerous situation occur. Remember when they went to Osoe Castle? They went there to retrieve the secret of the people of the white ship.
There's one other thing. Me. It was essential that one person would retain memory of the previous world. To sort of keep watch over things. I was the only one in the village of Tasmili who wasn't given a role in the new story. The sound of my bells served as a suggestion. Keep everyone's fabricated memories from reverting. My name, Leader, comes from the word leader. No, that doesn't mean I was anyone special. It was just that I was particularly taller than all the others. So, upon discussion, I was selected because it would be easier for me to stand out. Being so tall, people would want to come see me, you know? So, I was given the role of revealing these secrets when the time truly called for it. Everything so far has been about those who lost everything. Although Tasmili Village exists in reality, it was originally created as part of a story. This may be difficult to believe, but do you understand so far? We do. Let me also talk about Osoi Castle. Apparently, long ago, a kingdom existed on this island, centered around the king of Osoi. However, when people arrived on the white ship, the people of this kingdom were gone. It seems they had left the islands, fearing the dragon's eventual awakening someday. Before boarding the white ship, Princess Kumatora was an infant who had lost her mother and father. Upon coming to these islands, she was given to the Mad Gypsies to raise, given the role of Princess of Osoi Castle. Wes and Duster, being her retainers, was another part of the fabricated story. Osoi Castle is one of the few and precious relics of this island's past. We crafted our story in haste, so the people inside it have very little past or history. Have you noticed no one in Tasmili can talk about things from 100 or 1,000 years ago? In truth, we had wanted to create an entire plethora of myths and legends, but our story was made in such a hurry that we weren't able to. It's a real shame. I'm sure that much of what I'm saying you'd rather not hear, but it's the truth. Have you listened to everything so far? We have. Have you committed everything so far to memory, Mr. Stinkbug? Truthfully, we had no idea how Tasmili Village would turn out, but things actually went rather well. The people who had arrived on the white ship had fully taken to their new identities. They believed they had always lived together peacefully. When a person by the name of Porky stumbled upon these islands, that everything started to go amok. It seemed he used a time distorter machine to travel through time and space at will. However, he was apparently shut out from all other times and spaces. Stumbled into this era and these islands. Even worse, he used his time distorter to bring many people from other eras here. The pig masks, as well as everyone in New Pork City, were all brought here and brainwashed by Porky. This Porky fellow seems to view these islands as his own personal toy box, with which he can do anything he wants. He would take animals apart and recombine them to make creepy new chimeras. As a childlike dictator, began doing whatever he pleased, including building Thunder Tower and forming his own army. Porky eventually learned the white ship secret because of a traitor among the Mad Gypsies. Understand about the intruder known as Porky? Do. This traitor was Locria, the 7th Mad Gypsy, the only one you haven't met yet. After Locria joined forces with Porky, Porky learned about the white ship people and the secret of the sleeping dragon. Porky decided to pull the needles to wake the dragon so he could use the power for himself. The dragon is the power of the very earth itself, you see. It's said that whoever pulls the sealing needles will become the dragon's master. However, only a very select few are capable of pulling the dragon's needles. Apparently, neither the Mad Gypsies nor Porky have that capability. Yet, the needles are being pulled now. That means Porky is somehow controlling someone who can control the dragon's power. We have to put a stop to Porky's antics. If we don't, the world will be completely destroyed again. Spell the true end for everything. For Porky, that might be the ultimate pleasure, but we can't allow it to happen. We, the last handful of people there are, absolutely can't allow it to happen. Lucas, seems you're a chosen one with the ability to pull the needle sealing the dragon away. You must pull the dark dragon's needle with your own hands and pass your heart on to the dragon. Let this be my one and only order to you as your leader. You understand everything about the dragon's awakening? We do. I hear that 6 of the dragon's needles have already been pulled. Deep in the earth, the dragon is likely beginning to stir from its sleep now. Supposedly, the last needle is somewhere here in New Pork City. Porky's been gathering everything that lives on these islands into New Pork City to prepare for the final needle's pulling. Possible that he's planning to hold one final twisted party. But now is our chance to change this looming crisis into a golden opportunity. All things may come to an end, or new and bountiful things may begin. Wouldn't you like to help that happen? Lucas, you were once a weak, fragile boy, but now you've been given a tremendous role to fill. Now that you know everything, including everything I'm sure you'd rather not know, the time has come for you to save the future of all life. God won't make you bear more than you can carry. I'm sure you've heard that phrase before. Know that you aren't fighting alone. Everyone, and I do mean everyone, lend you their support. That was a long story. That is the end of everything I have to tell you. Did you understand it all? We did. Only the Mad Gypsies really know the needle's locations, so I don't know where to find them. But from the way Porky and the others have been acting, I would say they're now very close to reaching the 7th needle. Lucas, be the one who pulls the final needle. Porky issues his orders from the 100th floor of the Empire Porky building. Start by jumping into the fray and storming the building. After that, you can start looking for clues. It's been such a long time since I've spoken to anyone, and now I'm exhausted. This stink bug should remember everything I've just said. Take him with you. That way, if you happen to forget anything I've said here, you can ask him to repeat it. Will you go with them, Mr. Stinkbug?
Got the Stinkbug's memory. Now, we have our ultimate goal, and we now understand what we're fighting for. It's not just us. It's not just some dragon. We're here to make sure humanity goes on. It's quite the fate. So yeah, it's quite the grand journey we've been put on, without even really knowing or understanding that that's what we had been doing this whole time. We're here to fight for humanity. For better or worse. It's a lot to take in that the world was destroyed and that we're the last people around. But frankly, Lucas is more than ready to accept this fate. It's kind of what he's been about this whole time. So let's get to it, shall we? The Empire... Huh? What? That facade? Oh, brother, at a time like this?
Nui he 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 he. That's 1 nui and 8 he's.
Just don't know when to quit, do you, pal?
Oh, what a pleasure it is to see you again. No, wait. Long time no see, Facade says. I say nui he to you, for I will now give you thoroughly destructive damage. He goes on to say, I have been remade into an incredible, fiercely powerful, and dangerous ultimate weapon. Therefore, I will absolutely, unquestionably be victorious over you, is what Facade says. What's more, I will put an end to your tale. I will give you damage, and then provide you with even more damage until you are soundly defeated, is what Facade says.
Uh-oh.
Now then, here I come. Nui he he, nui he he, nui he he. Facade is now ready to fight. Here he comes.
Miracle Facade suddenly attacked. And let me tell you, he is no joke compared to what you have seen and fought before. As you might guess, you do not want to hold back at all against him. I would start by raising your defense and lowering his offense. Boney, give him a sniff.
But he didn't smell anything.
Unfortunately, you can't get any real information on Miracle Facade. You're left to your own devices, so good luck. Still, your classic tactics will avail you. They haven't failed us yet, and they won't fail you now. So do everything you can. Ooh, nice. He even wasted his turn. That's rare. Still, we use another defense up, and if I were you, do one more offense down, and then start lowering his defense. And Boney, hit him with the shield snatcher. After Duster tries to tickle him. It didn't work, though. Of course, he had a shield. Almost everything from here on out is going to. There we go. Get that last defense up going. Very useful. And now that we know his shield's down... Uh-oh. He's throwing a whole bunch of bombs. Ow. That's a lot of damage. I was gonna say, now that we know his shield is down, we ourselves should start setting up our own shields, which we certainly will. Kumatora, hit him with PK Starstorm. Duster, if you could, maybe make him cry. And Boney, why don't you be a deer and use a super bomb? Oh, smoke bomb didn't work. Oh well. Boom, 479 damage. Bam, 658. We'll get some counter shield going. Just so that way if he does anything physical, we'll be more than prepared for it. Very useful. Smiled boldly. All right, good. Let's take this turn to heal up everybody, just in case. Kumatora, just keep hammering him with Starstorm. Duster can attack. And Boney, if you would, throw another bomb. Bam! 477. Duster tries his best. Frankly... Ooh. Whoa. Luke's and Friends' attacks broke off some of Facade's horns. Facade's heart filled with hatred. Facade is serious now. So yeah, be ready for him. He really isn't joking now. This can be a pretty rough fight, especially because he can start shielding himself. A PSI shield, huh? Frankly, that's a great idea, Facade. Let's apply our own, shall we? I believe Boney should be faster than Kumatora. Hopefully. I'm gonna try Smoke Bomb again. We'll use the Shield Snatcher. Oh, didn't work. Oh well. I'll take that shield, thank you very much. And we'll hit you with Starstorm again. Ooh, PK Thunder Omega. Yeesh. Ow! That's a lot of damage. And of course, none of them hit Lucas. Oh, that's unlucky. still, we got our shield up now. All good. And then, frankly, Lucas, if you could hit us with a life up Omega. Kumatora guard, Duster, try Ball Staples, and Boney, if you could throw a super bomb. Sure. Job. Ah, man, nothing's working. Oh well. If you see, I had Kumatora guard there. Oh! Ow! Just so that way her HP started scrolling a little slower to make it so that Lucas's life up would get to her in time. It's a good thing I applied those shields, let me tell you. The counter shield may have been better, but frankly, I think taking reduced damage is the better call. Try PK Love. And of course, hit him with another Star Storm, and then Duster, if you could. To be honest, you really don't have a whole lot you're doing in this fight. Maybe lower his offense again if you could. That could be cool. And then Boney, I think you used your last bomb? Yeah, well, start swinging, I guess. Not bad damage, all things considered. Ah, can't lower his offense anymore. Oh well. The rest should be fine. Boom! Another 800, and if you notice, he's still going. He's resilient. I'll give him that. But frankly, we got more than enough to put him down. Come on, baby! Bam! Done like dinner. Miracle Facade was defeated. Whew! And we earned 28,636 experience. Almost a bufferized Black Beanling. And Kumatora gains a level and is now level 60. HP went up by 3, PP went up by 1, offense went up by 3, defense went up by 1, speed went up by 2. And Boney is now level 60 as well. HP went up by 4, offense went up by 3, defense went up by 2, IQ went up by 3, speed went up by 1.
Wah, ow, ow, ow. I will not translate this part. The reason being that these are not words, but simple sounds. You have bested me, kind sirs. Actually, no, you did not best me. You are merely detestable. I am sick of all this fighting. Very extremely sick of it. This is all just a game. You could call it Master Porky's game. You people are still stuck inside the game. As for me, I may have been removed from it. But I am still not sure the flames of my life are in danger now. I do not think we will ever meet again. And not just in battle, is what Facade states. He also adds in a very faint voice, Nui hee hee. Facade is now going to plummet.
Finally.
I am an interpreter, but now that Facade is gone, I am no longer needed. Please do not chase after me. Goodbye.
So finally, it's the end of Facade. We've, had enough of him. Also, hey there.
You know, like when you eat a giant hamburger, your hands get sticky and gooey. And like, even when you open your mouth really wide, it still won't fit. Avocado burgers are especially tough to eat. Because like, everything slides around and everything. Don't you agree? Like, it makes me wonder why girls always order avocado burgers and stuff.
Right.
Hey, you know the secret of girls? You don't know. How old are you? Jeez, get your act together, you moron. Girls, you see, like guys that can count, they can count on. Do you got what it takes to be like that? You idiot. Think about it on your own. Think about if you have what it takes or not. Come on, quit it. Stop asking me questions. I told you, think about it on your own, inside your head.
So yeah, there's some new people around, but still, we've been given quite the task. One that, frankly, is a very tall order. If you notice, there's quite a lot of new people around. So, maybe next time that we play Mother 3, we'll take one last look around New Pork City, because evidently Kumator started to feel feverish. Of course. But there's lots of new people that are all around. So we're going to need to take our time and make sure that we give the city a real proper final once over. After we've done that, we'll storm the new Porky building. Try to make our way to the 100th floor. It's quite the tall order, but I think we can do it. Till then, as always, I've been Brad. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.